On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Itsy bitsy.
Very small or tiny.
Examples:
Itsy bitsy spider. Itsy bitsy detail. Scientists use powerful microscopes to study itsy bitsy particles.
Creature.
A living being, especially an animal.
Examples:
Creature of habit. Artificial creature. The deep-sea creature was unlike anything the scientists had ever seen before.
Lab.
A workplace for the conduct of scientific research, a laboratory.
Examples:
Lab instrument. Medical lab. The Prime Minister will pay a courtesy visit to the Nobel laureate's lab.
Native.
Connecting with or describing someone's birth country or place of birth, or someone born in a specific country or place.
Examples:
Native to Africa. Native language. The vegetation here is almost wholly native.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Petri.
Petri dish, a small, clear, and round dish with a lid used in laboratories, especially for growing bacteria.
Examples:
Petri dish test. Bacteria on Petri dishes. Glass Petri dishes are used to culture microorganisms.
Sterile.
Free from living microorganisms, especially bacteria, fungi, and viruses, incapable of reproducing.
Examples:
Sterile environment. A sterile man. Surgeons must use sterile instruments to prevent infection during an operation.
Incubator.
An apparatus in which conditions are controlled for hatching eggs, growing cells, or keeping people or animals warm. A place, especially with support staff and equipment, offered at a low cost to new small businesses.
Examples:
Infant incubator. Business incubator program. The eggs were placed in an artificial incubator to ensure proper hatching conditions.
Observe.
To watch or notice something carefully, often to gather information or insights, to take note of something or someone, to celebrate or commemorate a special event or occasion.
Examples:
Observe a tradition. Observe wildlife. It is important to observe safety procedures in the workplace to prevent accidents.
Engineer.
A person whose job is designing, building, or maintaining something such as machines, structures, or software.
Examples:
A civil engineer. Engineer shortage. The engineer will repair my telephone tomorrow morning.
Tissue.
An ensemble of similar cells of the animal or plant that together carry out a specific function.
Examples:
A facial tissue. Loss of muscle tissue. The researcher separated the nervous tissue for microscopic examinations.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention. Disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Tradition.
A belief, custom, or way of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation within a group or society.
Examples:
A tradition of a culture. Against tradition. It is a tradition in many families to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with all their relatives.
Technique.
A particular way or art of doing something that needs skill.
Examples:
A technique in martial arts. The technique applied to construction. Jockey's superior technique brought him victory.
Homesick.
Feeling sad or nostalgic for one's home, family, or familiar surroundings, especially when away from them for a significant length of time.
Examples:
Suffer from homesick. Homesick for home. The military personnel stationed overseas often feel homesick for their loved ones.
Thrive.
To grow vigorously, to make steady progress.
Examples:
Thrive in a society. Thrive on pressure. Without investment, a business cannot thrive.
Biomimetics.
The study of natural systems and structures to create new technologies or improve existing ones.
Examples:
Biomimetics research. Biomimetics technology. The aircraft's design was inspired by biomimetics principles, which allowed for improved aerodynamics and reduced fuel consumption.
Paradigm.
A standard or typical example of something, a pattern or model.
Examples:
Major paradigm shift. Cultural paradigm. He postulated a completely different paradigm to explain all these phenomena.
Topic.
A subject that is being discussed or written about.
Examples:
A serious topic. The topic of the book. The topic of the discussion was the current state of the economy.
Rhythmic.
Having a pattern of regular beats or a regular beat, characterized by rhythm.
Examples:
A rhythmic stroking. In a rhythmic pace. The rhythmic sound of the drums was mesmerizing.
Tirelessly.
Without getting tired or fatigued, persistently, energetically, and continuously working with great effort.
Examples:
Dedicated tirelessly. Tirelessly help out. She worked tirelessly for hours to finish her project on time.
Faithful.
Loyal, constant, and steadfast in affection or allegiance.
Examples:
Faithful friend. Totally faithful. He remained faithful to his wife throughout their marriage.
Outfit.
A set of clothing worn together, typically for a particular occasion or activity, any cohesive unit such as a company, military, etc.
Examples:
Camping outfit. A construction outfit. I need to buy a new outfit for the wedding I'm attending next weekend.
Electrode.
Either of 2 points or ends of a conductor at which electricity enters or leaves an object, substance, or region.
Examples:
Platinum electrodes. Electrode corrosion. It is important to place the electrodes in the correct position for accurate electrocardiogram recording.
Pacemaker.
A small electronic device that is implanted in the chest to regulate the heartbeat of people with certain heart conditions. A person or thing that sets the pace or rhythm for others.
Examples:
Implanted pacemaker. Pacemaker battery. Some people with pacemakers may need to avoid certain activities or sources of electromagnetic interference.
Contract.
A legally binding agreement between 2 or more parties, setting out their rights and obligations to each other, typically in writing and enforceable by law.
Examples:
Employment contract. Contract law. The company signed a contract with a supplier for the delivery of goods.
Greedy.
Having or showing an intense or insatiable desire for wealth, status, power, or food.
Examples:
Greedy person. Greedy for money. His greedy behavior led him to steal from the company.
Dense.
Containing a large number of people or something with little space between them.
Examples:
Nutrient-dense foods. Dense forests. The entire mountain is covered in dense rainforest.
Micro.
Extremely small in scale or scope, 1/1,000,000th.
Examples:
Microbubble. Microforce sensor. This approach employs both micro and macro analysis methods.
Biomaterial.
A substance, usually synthetic, that is used for medical or veterinary purposes and is designed to mimic or replace biological tissues.
Examples:
Biomaterial development. Biomaterials industry. The new biomaterials used in implants are more durable and less likely to cause an immune response.
Scaffold.
A temporary platform or structure used to support workers and materials during construction or maintenance work.
Examples:
Scaffold construction. Go to the scaffold. The construction workers set up the scaffold to reach the top of the building.
Capillary.
A tube of small internal diameter, any of the minute tubes that carry blood.
Examples:
A capillary tube. Capillary action. There are many capillary vessels in the gills of fish.
Electrical.
Relating to electricity.
Examples:
An electrical storm. Degree in electrical engineering. Actuators convert electrical pulses into motion.
Stimulation.
The act of arousing interest or activity in something. The action of providing a stimulus.
Examples:
Stimulation of the economy. Stimulation of the senses. The stimulation of certain chemicals activates the brain's reward system.
Essential.
Indispensable, fundamental.
Examples:
Essential amino acid. Essential commodities of life. Trial and error is an essential part of education.
Marshmallow.
A spongy confection made from sugar, corn syrup, and gelatin, often flavored with vanilla and molded into shapes or used as a topping or decoration for desserts.
Examples:
Marshmallow fluff. Marshmallow treat. She roasted marshmallows over the campfire.
Stimulate.
To encourage something to develop or become more active, to stir the feelings or emotions.
Examples:
Stimulate the economy. Stimulate the nervous system. The book stimulated my imagination.
Identity.
The fact of being who or what somebody or something is, the features, emotions, or ideas that distinguish persons from one another.
Examples:
Mistaken identity. Identity as an individual. The terrorist's identity remains unknown.
Crisis.
A time of great disagreement, confusion, or danger when problems must be resolved or critical decisions must be taken.
Examples:
Financial crisis, crisis management. The Chinese word for crisis comprises two characters, one for danger and the other for opportunity.
Structural.
Associated with the way on construction or organization of anything.
Examples:
Structural analyses, structural reorganization. The earthquake resulted in significant structural destruction.
Abstract.
Based on general ideas, feelings, or qualities and not on any of physical or concrete existence.
Examples:
An abstract noun. Abstract science. The invention of the camera triggered the development of abstract painting.
Concept.
An idea or principle associated with something abstract.
Examples:
Learn new concepts. Concept car. One such rapidly growing concept is quantum cryptography.
Sustain.
To supply enough of what somebody or something needs in order to survive or exist, to accept as valid.
Examples:
Sustain a good relationship with him. Sustain a wellness lifestyle. She struggled to sustain the children's reading habits.
Flora.
All the plants in a particular region or time, typically regarded as a whole.
Examples:
Bowel flora. Aquatic flora. The Amazon rainforest is home to a diverse flora of plant species.
Gut.
The long tube in the body of a person or animal through which food passes when it leaves the stomach, the mental strength or bravery required to do something difficult or unpleasant.
Examples:
The blind gut. Gut feelings. He told me a gut-wrenching truth about my parents' death.
Mediate.
To try to bring about an agreement or understanding between people who are in conflict.
Examples:
Mediate allergic reaction. Mediate a negotiation. The teacher had to mediate a disagreement between two students over a stolen pencil.
Sight.
The ability to see anything that is seen.
Examples:
An unexpected sight. Dull sight. Many famous sights are within walking distance.
Corresponding.
Similar to, connected with, or accompanying something, especially in position or purpose.
Examples:
Find a corresponding lack. The corresponding word in Spanish. The corresponding number on the dial was 3.
Interpret.
To explain or assign the meaning of information, actions, etc.
Examples:
Interpret a graph. Interpret the question. Different people might interpret this news differently.
Beg.
To ask for something urgently or earnestly, to appeal to someone to do something.
Examples:
Beg the question. Beg for help. She begged her parents to let her go to the concert.
Expand.
To increase or to make something greater in size, number, or importance.
Examples:
Expand a lineup. Expand agricultural output. They hope to expand their business worldwide.
Steward.
A person responsible for the management and care of another's property or for the supervision of the domestic staff of a large household or organization. A person in charge of arranging for the supply of food to a college, club, etc.
Examples:
Steward duties. Steward service. The steward on the flight was very helpful in assisting passengers with their needs.
Ecosystem.
All the plants and living creatures in an area and the way they affect each other and the environment.
Examples:
Marine ecosystem. Change the ecosystem. Human conservation efforts often fail unexpectedly because they disturb the balance of the ecosystem.
Invite.
To ask someone to come or join, to offer an opportunity or possibility for something to happen or take place.
Examples:
Invite guests. Invite criticism. We want to invite you to our annual charity event.
Meantime.
The interval or period of time between two events, the interim or temporary time period between two actions or stages of something else.
Examples:
Meantime report. For the meantime. In the meantime, while we wait for the results, let's start working on the next project.
Cancer.
Abnormal growth of cells that can invade and destroy surrounding tissues and organs. A disease characterized by the uncontrolled growth and spread of abnormal cells.
Examples:
Cancer diagnosis. Cancer research. Breast cancer is the most common type of cancer in women.
Endangered.
At risk of extinction because it is facing significant threats.
Examples:
Endangered species. Endangered ecosystem. The government has implemented policies to protect the habitat of endangered animals.